Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. Welcome. We're back. This is the third live that we did today. So y'all know we are making up for missed time. We also want to start with our quick announcement really quickly. If you want to be notified when I go live, text Wiley to 888-534-4939. Text Wiley to 888-534-4939. It is free to do. So you will be notified when I go live. You will never miss a live show. Whenever I go live, you would definitely have it. So don't, I just want to say for all the people that are not getting any notifications, all you have to do is text Wiley to 888-534-4939. It is definitely free for you to do. Super excited. Glad to be back. I am tired. I was cleaning up all day. And I said, hey, I'm just going to just go live and talk to y'all so y'all can sign up free today. All right. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. And I didn't even get a chance to just put all the pictures together. I was just rushing to come on live because this is a lot to discuss. So I'm going to just put everybody's picture that we're talking about on the screen. All right. So let us first start talking about Bobby Brown documentary. I watched his documentary and I was so shocked that I learned that he was touched as a child inappropriately by a priest or a worker at a place that he was at. And it was just really, really sad that he went through a lot. And I knew that about his best friend that was killed by a stabbing. I've learned that, and I was just learning some stuff about Bobby Brown. I was just finding myself weeping. I'm like, oh my gosh, he went through a lot, in the projects. And some stuff I already knew, like when he was talking about how him and Mike Tyson were cool, they partied all night, and how he had, lost the fight because they partied all night. Learned that, and also I knew about him, buying a car in each city he go in. And just leave it at the airport. I learned that from the Breakfast Club, watching the Breakfast Club, him doing the Breakfast Club. So I learned a lot. Some stuff I already knew from watching the movie, but I can tell that Bobby Brown is in a happy place. He's sober. His wife is just doing amazing things. Like just to see that entire relationship is definitely amazing, and it's just definitely great. I'm like, what in the world's going on here when it comes to Bobby Brown? And I'm like, he is definitely was the king of R&B. I can listen to My Prerogative from A to Z all the time. I mean, I love his voice. When he was younger, now he can't. His voice is shot. No, he can't sing now. Voice is real shocked. But back in the day, I'm just watching his stuff and I'm like, oh, wow. And I didn't know that he did a performance in Georgia. And that you couldn't grind on your fans, that was illegal. I didn't know that, or looted, whatever they called it, when you get on the stage and you grind on Bobby Brown. I didn't know that was illegal in Georgia. I didn't know that during that time, so I learned that, and so I had a good time watching this documentary. It did make me tear up when he was talking about his childhood, but I'm like, I'm really, really here for it. Okay, here we go. I'm really, really here for it. It was a good show. It was a good documentary. I don't know if y'all watched it. I watched it. I enjoyed it. He talked about him and Madonna. They didn't do too much sleeping. They was actually getting it in and pop in the bedroom. Learn that. How he met Whitney Houston, how he met her at the Soul Train Awards, and how she was bumping him, and how he was like, "Are you going to keep bumping into me?" And she was like, "Yeah, I know." And how they got into this relationship, and how they love making was very passionate. All right, so I learned that. So I'm learning all the things about Whitney Houston. I'm just just something. But I did cry. Watching this documentary. It teared me up. I was really in tears. But I'm so happy that he's clean. Sometimes you can go through a lot in your life, but I'm so happy, that he's clean. He's look healthy. He have an amazing wife and manager. He have children. He really got a new chance at life, and not too many people get a new chance at life. And that Bobby Brown is an example that though you may be messing up in your youth, you may get a new chance at life in your later years. You may get a new chance at life in your later years. I want to say that again. You may get a new chance at life, and he got a new chance at life, and I super excited for Bobby Brown. So I was watching that, and also I was definitely taking my notes and doing that. So I don't know if y'all watched it. I know a lot of y'all are Bobby Brown fans. A lot of y'all was groupies at the show with New Addiction, and I'm super excited of New Addiction. I'm upset. I was in the room just really singing all their songs. So I'm not a huge fan of New Edition. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I do like some of their songs, like Candy Girl, like one of my favorite. That was before my time, you know what I'm saying? But I had a good time actually listening to it and having a good time. But he did talk about a dream he had of his children, Bobby Katrina that passed away, and his son. And he had this dream about his children that is no longer with us. So I'm like, I'm just mad at my own being sincere. I'm mad at my own business when it comes to that. But he went through a lot. He went through a lot, and we definitely wish Bobby Brown the best. All right. Mr. Telephone. Oh, yeah, Mr. Telephone Man. Yep. I used to sing that. But that was like before my time. That's more so like my mom's, with that music. That's more so my mom that way. But we're gonna be watching part 2, and I'm gonna do the review on part 2. If I don't do it tomorrow, it will be the following day because I'm gonna be at work. All right, so let's move on. Next, I want to talk about DL Hughley and Monique. This beef is so funny. I don't know. It's like every holiday, hell breaks loose. It's like every single holiday, whether it was Christmas, whether it's all type of holidays, that Christmas Eve, Christmas, all like when it comes to like major holidays, this is Memorial Day, it's always some mess going on that the streets be on fire. So Monique and DL Hughley is going back and forth, posting contracts, posting memos, and said, I was a headliner. No, you was a headliner. I was a headliner. And I'm like, all of this stuff, they're literally going back and forth, and I'm enjoying it all. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very entertaining and stuff like that. And I'm like, at the end of the day, y'all are still got money. Gas is still high. So I'm just enjoying this entertainment. But clearly, Monique is in the right because on her contract, she was the headliner. What DL Hughley posted was a performance, was a memo. It wasn't a contract. And so what DL Hughley is trying to prove that Monique is difficult to work with, that now it's my turn. And that's not the case. Monique was the headliner. She had the contract and she's showing the receipts. Now, whether y'all believe it or not believe it, it is what it is. I'm on Team Monique. I'm a huge Monique fan. I went to her show when I was in Georgia on last year. I'm just a huge Monique fan. So I'm on Monique's side when it comes to this. I think DL Hughley is trying his best to prove that Monique is just wrong. Monique is not right, but she's posting the receipts. And this is like the first time we are seeing, well, this is not the first time. Monique is not, she ain't no stranger of posting receipts because she posted receipts with the whole Lee Daniels and the whole Empire situation. She sent it to the radio station. So, and also Monique is the same one that posted receipts when Tyler Perry called them, she posts that receipt. So she not no restranger of posting receipts. She's not no restranger at all. Okay, so she's definitely telling the truth. And then you see Roland Martin, and I'm a huge fan of Roland Martin. But Roland, why would you post? And I want y'all to send this to Roland Martin. I want y'all to send this to Roland Martin and tag me and Roland Martin in this. Get ready, screen record this and send this to Roland Martin. Okay, send this to Roland Martin. All right. So, Roland Martin posted DL Hughley. Now, mind you, Roland Martin do not like Monique for whatever reason. He don't like Monique at all. But I'm like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, what's going on here? everybody's trying to come up against Monique, but Monique know how to defend herself, right? Monique know how to get herself together, and that's something that I do enjoy. That Monique is definitely defending herself, and she have a right to defend herself when it comes to this business, because she's very, very funny, and people are still showing up in droves, and they're showing up, and they're definitely having an amazing time, enjoying her comedy. I can't say I'm a fan of DL Hughley because I'm not. I never seen him in one of his comedy shows. Maybe I need to go and see one of his comedy shows. But I did go to a Monique show, and I was laughing when I got in the middle of her set, and towards the end, I was just laughing at her whole set. I did tear up a little bit because I was graced by Monique. I was just looking at Monique. I did kind of like tear up a little bit because I love Monique. I love her. She's like a mother. She's like a family. She's like auntie. And I teared up when when she like kind of walked past, and I froze up when I was supposed to take a picture with her, and I like froze up, and she went on to her dressing room. I was like right there. I could have said, Monique, let me get my picture in. And I froze up. I was so nervous, right? I was oh wow. Let me drink some of my water. I don't want to tear up. I don't want to tear up, but I literally should have just said to Monique, let me get my picture. And she just went to her dressing room, and I'm like, I didn't even get my picture. I was upset. I didn't get my picture with Monique, but I definitely wish I would have got my picture of her. But one day I will interview her, and she would definitely come on my show, and we would have a conversation with Monique. Right? I'm gonna make sure that we definitely get it. But the lady that was annoying us when I was a little story time, the lady was just annoying me and Day. She was in our business. She wanted to know was we screwing. She wants to know was we together. No, we said we're just friends. We just coming to the show. And this annoying lady, I don't know how this lady got the picture with Monique, but she left our table and she got her a picture, got her a conversation, she got her a hug. Now, I should have followed that annoying lady. Now, she annoyed our last nerves, but that woman, she got her a picture. She got her a picture. Now, she was annoying of us, and she was, but that woman, when it was time for her to get a picture, she got her picture. I was pictureless. I didn't even get a picture. I was upset, right? Because I wanted a picture with Monique. Okay. All right. So shout out to DL Hughley and Monique. They're going back and forth, and people are commenting. Like some people said, I'm on Monique's side. Some people say I'm on DL Hughley's side. But what side are you on? Comment below. Are you on DL Hughley's side, or are you on Monique's side? I want you to comment in the chat. Are you on Monique's side, or are you on DL Hughley's side? Are you on Monique's side? Comment Monique. Are you on DL Hughley's side? Comment DL Hughley. I want to know what side you on. Are you on Monique? Comment Monique. Are you on DL Hughley? Comment DL Hughley. Again, I want to know what side you are. Are you on Monique's side, or are you on DL Hughley's side? Let me know what side are you on, Monique's side or DL Hughley. And you have to choose one. Are you on Monique's side, or are you on DL Hughley's side? Most of the people in the comments are saying they are on Monique's side. All right. Okay. So I'm getting into this last subject, and I'm going to put his picture up because I have his picture actually saved. But do I have his picture? His picture is right here. I actually have his picture saved. Pastor John Gray in Avenger. I call her Sister Avatar, but her name is Sister Avenger and Pastor John Gray. Now, apparently that Tasha K employee Chelsea got the tape of Pastor John Gray messing with his peen. Okay, she got the tape from wherever she got the tape from. She got the recordings and she sent it to her boss, Tasha K, in the middle of the night, about 4:00 in the morning. All right. So she see this information, and now we hear that Larry D. Reid have finally come out publicly about this situation, okay? With Sister Avatar and Pastor John Gray Lip Ping. All right. So I'm hearing this, and Larry Reid was saying that he was on the phone call with Tasha K and Pastor John Gray. And Larry Reid kept saying he is wounded. And I'm like, what did him have to be wounded have to do with him not keeping his peen just to his wife? I'm not understanding that. What kind of wound that man have that he can't control his peen? I'm not understanding. I'm just not understanding that. So he was saying, well, Tasha K was on the phone and she said, all of us on this line has been wounded, but we are not putting our ping or P word all on the street. So I'm not understanding. I'm like, why is we excusing this man cheating on his wife? And then Larry was saying in his live, he said, well, they wasn't effing, though they didn't screw. They didn't screw, but they was doing phone activities outside the marriage. That you might as well go ahead and screw her. You already pulling your peen out. You already showing your big belly. You might as well complete the whole act, because you already wrong for being on the phone of a woman that's not your wife, being butt naked. So you might as well go ahead on and do the full act. So I'm not really understanding that at all. So I'm not understanding it. Then he was saying that Pastor John Gray is wounded. I'm like, well, that man better get a wound vet. He better get a doctor to clear up the wound or whatever. But that does not give you the excuse to cheat on your wife. Does not give you an excuse to do that. I don't care how big of you being wounded. Get some therapy, get some counseling. But that does not excuse you to get on your phone and rub your peen on soft and send it to a woman. Y'all going back and forth on the FaceTime. Now, Chelsea is the employee. Now, maybe she can break down what was on the video, because I have not personally seen the video. Then Larry Reid was like, the thing that messed up John Gray, he got on the phone with Tasha and he made a mistake because Tasha felt like he was trying to manipulate her or manipulate the situation. And I'm like, yeah, that could possibly be it. And then also he was saying that after they got off the phone, Pastor John Gray, and I'm just saying, Pastor John Gray and Sister Avatar or Avenger, whatever her name is, his wife, attorneys called Tasha and saying that it's illegal. You can get charged and all of this stuff. And I'm like, this is like real messy. And for me, that I wanted Larry to say to Pastor John Gray, he needs to resign. He needs to step down from ministry. It's nowhere in the world that you can represent the cloth and you can represent Jesus by being a man of God and you showing your peen to a woman that's not your wife. That is not appropriate. That is not of God. That is not great at all. And I'm not understanding that he was wounded. And when y'all hear his story, y'all will understand, no, I don't care what story he tell. That's still not going to excuse him for cheating on his children's mother and doing it on camera. Because if you're going to cheat, don't make sure you're not on camera. And you could go to your wife and say, wife, let's get on FaceTime together. You play in your yoni and let's enjoy this on the FaceTime communication. You don't have to go out to another woman and have her put her thick fingers in her yoni and play with it on the FaceTime. You should be able to do that with your wife and let her stick her fingers inside herself and you get off on that. Not cheating on your wife. So I don't know how Tasha K employee Chelsea got the information, but she got the information and she sent it to Tasha K. And this information is public. Now, Dr. Larry Reid said, this is not that bad. It's not, in so many words, this is not that bad. It is that bad. And I can just imagine his wife. I could feel it in my spirit that she's somewhere crying. She's somewhere hurt yet again that this is public. She's somewhere like, what can I do as a woman to make my man stop cheating on me? This is embarrassing. So it is bad. This is bad. This is not something to brush over. And he said, well, I'm going to interview we're gonna interview Pastor John Gray, and I'm gonna interview his wife. And the main question is, I will ask him, sir, why do you keep cheating on your wife? Do you have an addiction that you cannot control yourself when it comes to women? If you're not gonna ask them serious, in-depth questions, then it does not need to have to be an interview. Because that's the question I want to know. Why do you keep on cheating on your wife? Why is it that Chelsea, who is employed by Tasha K, that she get these videos? Why is it that it's multiple videos, according to Tasha, multiple videos? So that means you did this multiple times. And I personally do feel for his wife. I feel sorry for his children because maybe his children watch the Wiley Show. Or maybe one day they're going to grow up and they're going to watch the Wiley Show. They're going to see these videos. You constantly keep on embarrassing your family. Why don't you just divorce your wife and be single and cheat? And do it and just be single and just lay it all out. Get on the phone and just whack your chicken on the FaceTime. Just be single, because you are embarrassing your wife and you are embarrassing your children and you embarrassing your church, right? You are embarrassing. Okay. So they said that would be a shame if the video was leaked on Tasha K app tonight between 3 and 4 a.m. Stay up for 45 minutes and got taken down by technical support. Okay. I would love to see it, because for me, I want to see the video to see why was this big man, he's a big man, to do a video and you not on hard. At least let it be on hard. But you on soft and you doing this. I just don't understand. I do not understand. Hopefully one day he will control that demon that he got inside him, because it's a demon, it's a spirit that he got inside, but he get delivered, because you shouldn't be doing this to your wife because you are married. Shouldn't be doing it at all, right? Because you's a big man showing a soft peen. That to me is not a good look. At least if you're gonna show it off to the other woman, and that's probably why she sent it to Tasha K employee Chelsea. That's probably why she sent it to her, because she was mad because it was on soft, right? She probably got mad and just sent it to Chelsea. Now, I don't know how Chelsea got the information. I don't know. I haven't called her. I'm gonna just say allegedly it was on soft, but Larry Reid said it was on soft, and Tasha K husband said it was on soft. So I'm gonna have to take those two men opinions inside that the man thing was on soft. Okay, That's what they're saying, that it was on soft. Type in the chat soft. Type in the chat right now. Everybody type in the chat and say soft. Okay. Okay. Chelsea said no, it was on soft. Type in the chat and say soft. It was on soft. Wow. I'm gonna drink some more of my water. I just I don't know why he would do this. Like, I'm not understanding. If you got over one scandal, why do you continue to get into another? And where there's smoke, there's fire. Because if you are intimately involved with a woman on the phone, on FaceTime, eventually you're going to make that step to meet up with her in person, right? So hopefully Pastor John Gray apologize and repent. He need repentance. He need deliverance. And I think that he should step down from the ministry until he get himself together. I'm going to say it again. I think he needs to step down. And I just said that's that's what I believe. Maybe y'all are different. So I'm definitely going to open up these phone lines, because this wasn't a lengthy show. I'm definitely going to open up the phone lines when it comes to this. But again, this is public. Dr. Larry D. Reid did talk about this on his platform today. So this is public, right? So I want to talk to people about it. How do y'all feel about this? If you all did not get a chance to call in earlier, I'm going to open up the phone lines. Give me a quick second while I get the phone lines opened up, and we definitely going to have a conversation about it. Definitely. So I don't know if Chelsea, if she want to call in and give her opinion about it. I know she's booked and busy traveling the world, because I did see her Instagram story. She's been traveling all around. So, you know, she did say she can testify that it was soft. Okay. So I don't know if Pastor John Gray is going to go after the woman that sent Chelsea the videos and sent Tasha K the videos. I don't know if he's gonna go after that particular woman. I don't know if they're gonna go after Tasha legally about the FaceTime videos or screen recordings or recordings. I don't know if they're gonna go out there. And now, as of right now, it's not on TashaKLive.com. It's the videos are not up there. Once it dropped, because I got my phone saved to a notification. Once it dropped, I will be screen recording and I'll be watching it, and I will take my notes and I will describe it A to Z. So if she do drop it today, I do got my notification on. If she do drop it, because I definitely want to see how
now.
it looks.
Press 1 to hear.
Your show is scheduled to start in 36 seconds.
It'll be short notes. Okay, I will hit the text line. If it drops, I will be sending out a blast text if it drops. Okay. Now let me open up the phone lines. I do feel sorry. For his wife. I don't feel sorry for Pastor John Gray at all, because if you have been touched as a child, that still doesn't excuse your behavior to cheat on your wife.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Okay, so I have the phone lines open up. So if you want to call in, you're more than welcome to call in. But I'm glad that Larry Reid talked about it. Of course, he was laughing about this a little bit about what Tasha K was saying. This is really something, because now it's in the hands of a blogger. And once you give a blogger those materials, Tasha K will probably one day speak about this on her platform, but she have not spoke about it on her YouTube. She spoke about it on her app, but she may go into details about that. And so I don't know if this is going to lead to the end of their marriage. I don't believe so, but let's go to the phone lines. 0235.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Listen, I stand with Monique, period. She is the headliner, and DL, you try to
pull a fast one on her by trying to sabotage her by saying that she's difficult to work with. Like, he's just being very messy, and he's definitely letting his ego get the best of him. And I can't confirm this, but I was told that he was implying to the stage managers that she has a drinking problem. I don't know if that's true, but I wouldn't put it past him, to be honest with you. Now, Mr. John Gray, and I'm calling him Mr. because that man was never a pastor in my eyes. This is just further proof how easy it is to be a pastor. It's just ridiculous. They need to pass certifications. This is not right at all. Now, Mr. Larry Reid, he's clearly trying to kiss his behind to get an interview. That man is fake. I can guarantee you, if he had some tea that would ruin Mr. Gray's reputation, he would release it. He's fake. That's all I got to say. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Thank you so very much about it. And okay. Let me see. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
So I see that we called out Dr. Larry Reid earlier today, and Dr. Larry Reid made a video on John. So we appreciate that, but in his video, he could have been more stern. He was a little soft, and I just wish he was more stern. I mean, maybe that is his friend, like people are saying. He's close to them, but close or not, you have you're doing a show, and we the people want the realness. Don't suck up.
And then he's going to be
Speak your
interviewing
mind.
him. He's going to be interviewing him because he's doing a conference, and he's going to interview Pastor John Gray and his wife. So I'm assuming that what he tried to do.
But it doesn't matter. I don't want to see no soft interview. If that's the
true.
case, don't interview them, because we the people going to read you, and there's no tea, no shade. Give the interview to Tasha K or to the Wiley Show, because they're going to put their foot down. We want the truth, and we want you to be real.
I agree.
And there's no shade.
I agree, because what Larry, I think he tried.
Interview.
He tried to excuse it and say, "Well, he's wounded," and I'm like, that does not excuse him from cheating. He's a cheater. Now, if he would have said he's wounded and a cheater, then I would be with that. You know what I'm saying? But saying that he's wounded is
what, on the battlefield?
Like, what are we talking about here? Like, like everybody that's been wounded, that give them an excuse to cheat on their wife. Like, that's what is that the message what we're saying? You know, I'm just trying to get to that understanding. If we say wounded, is that saying, okay, that excuse you go ahead and cheat because you are a wounded person? Like, no, like what he did was wrong. And this is not the first time how he's been caught up in a scandal. This is like maybe the second or the third. And this is the stuff that we do know.
And it's going to continue going on.
Absolutely.
And I want to say, Dr. Larry Reid, we already noticed that the peen was soft. We don't want a soft interview. We want a hard interview.
Yeah, we definitely want a hard interview. We don't need no soft interview. We need a hard interview. We need the hard, tough questions. Absolutely. That's what the public wants.
I love you.
We want the hardcore facts. We don't need a softball. We need hardness, because I don't know how his wife, and I have questions for his wife. What message do you give Sister Avenger or Sister Avatar by staying with a man that cheats on you? Why do you continue to stay with him and stick beside him? I would like to know. She needs some tough questions too.
I want to know too.
Yeah, because she still stand beside him.
Other women in the world look bad.
Yeah, because she still stand beside him and stuff like that. And she got on the phone with Tasha and literally tried to flip the script by
asked for the video.
Absolutely, and called their attorneys and trying to strong arm Tasha not to talk about the situation.
And we are not having it. The winos are not having it. Stand your ground, Tasha K.
And so she definitely said,
I'm going back in the bushes, Wiley.
Thank you so very much. So we definitely want to say thank you to the callers that called in. Yeah, and he was saying, well, y'all need to come out to Pastor Jamal Bryant, him too. You should not be in a seat of leadership as a pastor and you're cheating. You know, that's not I don't think that's appropriate for you to do as a pastor. That's just my personal opinion. If you disagree with it, that's fine. But I don't believe that you as a pastor and you're married and you're cheating. I don't believe you as a pastor and you're single, slinging that ping left and right. Get married, get your wife, settle down. Because how can you tell people to be celibate and not do these things and you are yet doing it? How can you counsel married folks and tell them how to be in a happy relationship and how to get out of a rocky situation when you are showing your soft ping to women on your phone? Like, that's what I'm not understanding. 3197, call you on the air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hey.
I was just calling in to let you know I am enjoying your show. I
Thank you.
laughed so hard when you said it was soft. But I wanted to say about Pastor John Gray. I really agree with you. Like, this man is not a pastor. He really should just be a public speaker. And I think his wife is to blame just as much as he is.
Why are you blaming the wife? What? Tell me about it. Talk about it.
Well, I mean, it's not his first time. Obviously, when she asked for the video, then, sorry, I just came from working out. She asked for the video, and then when Tasha showed her the video, she got her lawyer involved. So that tells me that she's involved and they have some type of agreement.
Facts. I agree because the lawyer did call Tasha K, and hopefully we can get some more information about it. And it's all, and again, people, it's all on TashaKLive.com. It's for the $2.99 tier, and I think the other tiers, I think it's $12.99. I could be wrong, where you can see the interviews. But I hope.
And I think anyone.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was just saying, at this point, anybody who's following this man, is sitting in his congregation, they are a joke too. Because, I can see one mistake, but constantly cheating. I mean, fornication is just the basics. You being a pastor, you're supposed to be able to master Christianity. If this man cannot control himself sexually, that shows that he shouldn't be a pastor. He needs to be sitting in the congregation learning. He doesn't, and I think that he's a joke. So if you're going to his congregation, you're a joke too.
Now, Chelsea is saying in the chat, she's saying that y'all not hearing me, but the wife is cheating as well. Them not his kids, but y'all never want to believe me until, because if he's on soft and that thing don't work like that, maybe she is out there creeping allegedly.
Maybe that would explain why she tolerates it, because she probably got her on the side. And I think that it's just, for her, I think it's money. It's a brand. She's gonna ride this wave out. She's getting, from the clout of being a first lady. And so the fact that when Tasha showed her the video that she got the lawyer involved, that tells me right there that they have some type of agreement and she's okay with it.
Okay.
She's working to shut it down. She's behind it. I wanted to talk about Cora.
Okay.
I missed your live earlier today, and I wanted to talk about Cora and the girl. I feel like I did watch Larry Reid's video, and I do think that he's a little biased, but I feel like that it's a little bit of both. I feel like that the girl, because she said in her video that she left her child with Cora for months, without even calling. And I don't care how depressed you are as a mother, even if you're responsible for a child, it's hard for me to think that you would leave a newborn baby with someone and not call to check on them. Working 16 hours or not, you're going to call and check on your baby to make sure they have the things that they need. And I do think that Cora got attached to the child and felt like giving that child back to the mother, that they would have been tossed to and fro. Even her, that she had a child after this one, and that child is with the father. No, she didn't legally lose custody, but the child is with the father, because in the Larry Reid's video, he says that Cora tried to get close with the father. Is that for that child as well? So I do think that maybe she saw an opportunity. She did manipulate, but I think it's a little bit of both. Her leaving her child. And I feel like that, Cora Jakes or or even the parents, you know, from that an elderly standpoint, anyone who leaves their baby with somebody, and then like Larry showed us the pictures of, you know, the screenshots of her saying to Cora, "You have my baby all the time." Your newborn baby, child, you ain't that depressed in the world that you gonna leave your newborn baby with somebody and not check on them, and you gonna get a job working 16 hours shift, and you're not gonna care about like caring for your newborn baby. No, you might be depressed, but you ain't that depressed. So I think that is a habit. I think that Cora knows that she does that with her children, and I know a lot of women that do that. You know, drop their kids off. I have some family members drop their kids off, gone for months, don't call. You know, luckily, you know, some of the family members give it back, but in certain situations, they're raising those children the way they want to, and then the mothers have a problem with how the child is being raised. Once Cora got the right to that child, and she was giving her visitation, so she cut off the iPad. Why would you do that when you know you terminated your rights? And I feel like she terminated her rights because it was an ideal situation for her. Now that Cora, she doesn't have any visitation, you know, she's saying something, and I think, you know, naturally, Cora she wants to be the mother of that child. She wants to raise that child the way she wants the child to go. So she doesn't want this negative input of that mother, you know, getting involved. So, you know, I kind of side with Cora on this. I'm not a TD Jakes fan, and I'm certainly not a fan of the family, but I do understand the situation.
All right. I like that.
And I went off on a tangent.
Okay, though. Thank you so very much for calling in. I just got a text from someone. They said, "Wiley, are you reading Larry D. Reid about the situation?" I'm like, no, I'm just giving my opinion. I do believe that if Larry Reid was not interviewing Pastor John Gray, he would drag Pastor John Gray if he was not interviewing Pastor John Gray. Because he have an interview set up with Pastor John Gray, for business wise, I don't think it would be in his best image to drag Pastor John Gray, because if you want to have them to come to your event, you gotta put on your kid gloves. But if Pastor John Gray was not agreed to do an interview, I believe Larry Reid would have dragged Pastor John Gray. I'm personally not a fan of saying that because he's wounded, y'all will know why he's doing it. I don't care how big that wound is. Put on a Band-Aid and keep it moving. That does not give you the right to post your peen on soft, and that's just a slap in the face, and send it to a woman, and she send it to Chelsea, and Chelsea sends it to Tasha, and Tasha talks to the world on her app about the situation. And then it comes into my lap, Wiley's lap, and I have to talk about the softness. It just really, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to act like I'm a saint, because I have done my dirty laundry. I've been involved, you know, with a married man, with a married pastor. He was a pastor, and he was married, and I was sleeping with him. So I'm not gonna act like I'm a saint and I'm on this pedestal, but I'm not a pastor. I'm not saying that I was called by God to preach the word, to live by following Jesus Christ, but yet I'm posting soft videos of myself in the nude. So I'm just not doing that. But I was a side chick or side dude or whatever you want to put it. I've been in those shoes by dealing with a married. He didn't leave his wife. You know what I'm saying? At all. And not saying he should leave his wife, but I've been involved with a married pastor. So I've done that when I was 18 or 19 years old. I'm 31 years old now, and I have not been with a married man since. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let me correct that. That I know of since, because some of these men because I've been with a plenty of men that could have been married and engaged and stuff like that, but it's been a while. All right, so I'm not gonna act like I have not been involved, because I have. Yeah, I just want to put. I don't want to tear, because I'm kind of like want to tear up, but I don't want to tear up and talk about it. It was real sad that I did that, and I'm not gonna go into more details about it. I'm not gonna say his name because he's still a pastor. I'm not gonna put his name out there to the public, because if I put his name out there to the public, then people will Google him and they'll be calling and all that type of stuff. So I'm just not gonna do that. But I am definitely not that a home wrecker anymore. I used to be a home wrecker, but I no longer wrecks homes anymore. I'm at peace. I'm single. I am not out here on FaceTime recording videos. Not out there recording videos. I am free. All right. So I definitely what I said, I am free. That's in my past, and I am delivered from that. Hey, yeah, baha! I don't do that anymore. I definitely I don't wreck homes anymore. I am delivered. I can't even. I'm free. So I did want to say thank y'all for tuning in. But I were involved with a married man, and it was short. And I don't know why I did it. I don't know. I just did it. I wasn't even because the guy that I came and see, he told me to be with him, like go with him, like do it, and I did it. That was during that time. So I want to bring the show to the close. It was his name, Paul. No, Chelsea's name wasn't Paul. I don't want to tear up, but we thank y'all so very much for calling in. I definitely want to say thank y'all so very much for calling in. But yeah, I wasn't even imagining doing this live and talk to y'all about this, but I'm definitely want to see y'all in the next live. Thank y'all so very much. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. We want to say thank y'all so very much. I have a lot of people in here that watch our show, and we personally want to thank you all. We was the first YouTuber to break this story on YouTube. Okay, we was the first one to break the story on YouTube. So I do want to give a special shout out to the producers. Y'all was in that chat said Wiley broke the story on YouTube first. He broke the story on YouTube first. So I do personally want to thank Sister Chelsea for dropping that exclusive on Tasha K Lab, for giving us some content, because I really enjoyed that content. Like, Chelsea is a good person. Like, she is an amazing person. Just an amazing woman, even though I be a little shady, but the woman works. She puts in the work. She definitely puts in the work, and she travels across the world. And I love her. And we personally want to thank Chelsea for her support. Love her. Thank her for her suggestions she gave to the show. She gave great suggestions, and we personally want to say thank you to Sister Chelsea for that. So we definitely want to thank that sister for her support. So hopefully one day when I travel to Jamaica, she will go to Jamaica with us. Okay. Hopefully. Okay. Oh man. Okay. 7216, you're live on air.
What you're not going to do is you're not going to slide out of here and not finish a story about how you tried to bum rush the church to become a first husband. We're not moving past that, Wiley.
No, I
was that was Wiley or Marquise who was messing with the married man.
I was 18, 19 years old. I was a young adult. And so
you was a hussy.
I was at, but no, I wasn't trying to be first man or first husband or first whatever. No, I did it, and I felt wrong doing it because he was married, and I will never forget in their room, and I saw a picture of his wife like in the room, and that made me feel some type of way. I still did what I did. I was like, wow.
Throwing it back in front of the family pictures.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna say what I was doing in the room.
In front of the kids' kindergarten graduation pictures, you was throwing it back.
Oh my gosh, no.
How long did this go on?
It wasn't that long. It was a couple of sessions. It was a couple of sessions. Wait
a minute, stop. This is what you try to do. You try to talk fast and then be like, oh, I'm about to tear up, and then think we're going to move past it because you started crying. Sweetheart, get the box pictures. Don't give a damn. So how many months, weeks, and days did this transpire?
It wasn't maybe a month or two. I can't really, because it's been so long ago, Chelsea. That's been years ago. And I try to keep it behind me, but I was very intimate, and I didn't even know he was married until I got to the house, because he never told me he was married until I got to the house, and then he
didn't have a ring on?
He didn't have a ring on, no. But I knew that in the end once, because he was a pastor and his wife, and I was so like the anniversary stuff, like, because he was a pastor and she was the first lady, and I saw all that stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is I'm doing here? But I couldn't leave. How many
kids did he have?
I don't know how many kids he had, but I know he did have some kids.
Wait, why couldn't you leave?
I couldn't leave because he picked me up. I didn't have a car. I didn't know where I was at, really. I didn't know where I was at, you know. He picked me up.
Where did your grandmother think you were?
They thought I was out with
Bible study?
No, they thought I was out with friends. Like, I remember he picked me up. It was like, and it was like in the middle of the night. My family was like, where are you going? I'm like, oh, I'm going out with friends or something. And I didn't know where I was at. I still don't know what location I was at. I know I was in the house, but I don't know how far I was, because it was a nice little drive. But I did that, and you know, that's in my past. And I you know, hey, it taught me a good lesson.
And then you mentioned a friend told you to go and do it. So were you being trafficked?
A friend told me to do it because I liked the friend. I liked the friend. He was a minister. He said, you should do it. You should go. He's a good guy, blah, blah. And I did it. I was young and impressionable. I was young. I was 18, 19 years old. I was young. So I'm like, okay,
so
you know.
You had a crush on Paul, the minister, and the deacon told you to bust it open for the pastor.
In so many words, I don't like saying it, bust it open.
Oh, so you didn't bust it open. He was the pastor was the buster?
I'm not gonna get into details about that. That's in my past.
Was busting it open.
I'm not getting into details about that. That was in my past. That was a long time ago, and that was when I was living in Chicago. And yeah, but I was so like, I thought I was in love with the guy. Not the pastor. I thought I was in love with the minister guy, because I thought I was in love, but it was lust. It was lust. I thought it was love because he was my first. He was like the first guy that I did bust it open for.
So
and
he broke you in.
And I thought I was him. He broke me in. I thought I was in love. I thought it was love, but it was lust. It was lust. So I thought I was in love, but you know, I thought I was gonna get married and all this crazy stuff. But now, as I look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it was teach moment. But when I was young, I was getting in when I was 18, 19, 20, 21. I was getting in the 20s. Yeah. But now I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to tear up. I don't want to tear up. I don't want to tear up about it. But yeah.
No, feel free. You was busting it open for the pastor, so you feel free to bust open them tears. It's cool. We fine with it.
Oh man. But I'm so glad you called in, Chelsea. Are you back in the United States?
I don't disclose my location.
So you saw the video of Pastor John Gray. Was he on Soft?
We're gonna talk about it on the app next week. That's why I couldn't call in when you were talking about it. But when you started talking about the Pastor Paul and the minister and the deacon and the bishop, I had to. You wasn't gonna skate past that, because that was something we needed to rectify.
Yeah, it was in my past, and it was so weird. It's just so weird that I did that. I was shocked, you know, that I did that. But I was
shocked.
I was really shocked because I grew up in a church, and you don't play around sleeping with a married man, and especially a pastor. But the flesh is weak. And yeah, that was during that time. Absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But that was in our past, and now we here, and we're single, and we don't do nothing. We just do our show, work, read our books, and yeah. So I'm so glad you're here, Chelsea, because the last time I talked to you was a couple of months ago. You came on the show, so now you're going to talk about it on the app. So hopefully, but you did say you believe that Pastor John Gray's wife is a cheater as well. Why did you say that?
I do believe that because when Derek Jackson, let me tell you something. When we found out about all of Derek Jackson's indiscretions across the board, there was a sizable difference compared to Madam First Lady Pastor Gray. And it's just like, if young man is well endowed and he's the bread earner and stuff like that, it's more empathetic of why you would stay. Women, we may not agree with it, but we could see why you would stay. Now, the other lady, your husband is fat, he's a cheater, and then on top of it, he has gummy worm issues, and he on FaceTime begging for some coochie. Derek Jackson did not have to beg for coochie. Coochie came to him. Like, yo man is online begging for coochie and cheat like that, and so it's just like, it don't make sense to me. It's not adding up. Then when you see when you go on Tasha K, trust me, when you get the 12 tier, the $12.99 tier, and you go up there and you see the size of what he's working with, you will know. You don't got to be a scientist to know that anatomically cannot produce children. He's borderline. He might be trans. He should be trans. He should just change the whole, because he's halfway there at this point. So it's just like, it doesn't give me childbearing, fruit. You know what I'm saying? His loins don't lean over. Like, I don't even think they make it out of the dirt.
Wow.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I hear you. And my thing is this: what's going on? Is it a problem why he was on? So do he have a medical problem where he need like a pill to help him? But I'm like, why would you eat?
That is a medical. People don't know. Even though it is not politically correct to use the word hermaphrodite, there are people that is called intersex. And there are people who, and I watch a lot of documentaries, and there are people in the world who thought that they were born a gender because they had two private parts and one was bigger than the other. So the family just said, okay, just write it off as a boy, just write it off as a girl, when anatomically, there's something else. And I think that's something that Pastor Gray should discuss with his family and his primary care doctor. Was I born fully a man, or was there other stuff going on that y'all didn't tell me? Because some don't look right. It don't look right.
Oh wow. Because according to the streets, you got the tape and you sent the tape to Tasha. That's what Tasha K said. So I don't know how you got the tape. How did she find out? Was it a friend of yours? Because I'm kind of weird. Like, a lady just reached out to you. How did that happen?
So we're gonna talk about that on the app. Atlanta's a big city, but the streets are small. The streets are very small. I keep my ears to the streets.
Yeah, you keep your ear. That's the truth. Chelsea keeps her ears to the streets and everything like that, because I saw that she said, "Oh, Chelsea get it." I'm like, how did Chelsea get it? Was Chelsea one of the women that Pastor John Gray was connected to? Like, how did that happen? So you said you're going to talk about it on the app, so we definitely will. Do you know when she's going to talk about it on the app so I can save it to my phone? Like, they'll put the alarm on so I would know, so I won't sleep through it.
Well, if you have the Tasha K app, then we just opened up a community board. So you can go to the community board, and we're going to post the notifications and all that other stuff. We post when we're doing barbecues and the kindergarten graduation pictures and all that stuff there. So you go to the community board, and then you're going to find it from there. But because y'all was making it hot in the chat, just keep the notification on, because you never know if I'm going to drop in the middle of the night.
Yes.
Taking off by the morning time.
I see the community. I didn't even know it had a community wall. Now I'm on the community wall. I didn't even know that. Okay, it's a community wall. What? Has she always had this, or this is new?
No, it's new. They just came out with it like a week ago.
Wow, I'm on the community. Okay, it's the community wall. Yes, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be. I got all my phones alarm set just in case. Something with the power. I know I got some people in there that will text me and let me know to get on the app when it's something going on that I need to watch and get some notes and so forth. But we definitely want to thank you, Chelsea, for coming on. I can't wait to see you on the app.
And you know, Wiley, I know you want to breeze past this, but one day we are going to revisit your past of being a hoochie, and that's something that we're going to have to also discuss.
Okay.
All right. Enjoy your night.
All right. You too. Bye-bye. Oh, man. That was Chelsea. Y'all got some exclusive information here, so make sure y'all get the app. Wiley, why are you out of the loop? They didn't send it to me. Or did they? You don't know, because I can't tell you if they did. They said Wiley is out the loop. But I'm here. I am on the app. Make sure y'all sign up on the app. Wiley told us that story before, but I'm on the app. And if something go on, I do have my index cards right here. If something drop off, I do got my ink pen and I got my index cards. And I'm going to be taking the notes. I'm going to say it again. I do have my ink pen and I do have my index cards. And I'm going to be taking some notes. So I'm just, I am so ready to break that story about Pastor John Gray. We do want to say thank you to the producers that are here. Thank you so much. We got another call in here. 3352. You're live on air.
Hi, Wiley. I saw the documentary Bobby Brown, and I loved it.
I did. I loved it too. Wow.
I didn't know it was a documentary until you said it on your channel. And I want to thank you for saying that, because I didn't know it was today.
Yeah.
I didn't even know until you said it.
And I think part 2 is tomorrow, because they're gonna dive into like Whitney Houston and his relationship, and then he got a reality show. Every Little Step I Take come on after the documentary. But I had to announce it because they wasn't really promoting it like that, and I didn't hear nobody from YouTube talk about it. So I'm like, make sure y'all get the documentary and watch it. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And get like Bobby Brown was sexy when he was young, like. Woo!
He was
a snack.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch part 2. I'm gonna watch part 2 tomorrow. I'm gonna watch part 2 tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about it on my channel.
Okay, that's
I'm gonna do it.
All right. But thank you so very much for calling in here. Oh man, yeah, thank you, bud. Like a snack. Oh man. But I always put y'all on stuff. When I get it, I announce it on my channel, and y'all watch it. So I thank y'all so very much for that. Yeah, I announced it. It was good to see some of his group members support. It was really good seeing his group members support him. Absolutely. All right. Thank y'all so very much. I'm going to make my last announcement that we will be in Vegas. Don't want to forget about that. Shout out to people right there. And I will send you the hotel information. You just email me, Wiley Show at WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. About 4 of us is going to the Usher concert. Them the 4 people that paid for their ticket and stuff like that. But we will be in Vegas August the 26th to 27th and August the 28th. So you just email me at WileyShowProductions@gmail.com. We will be in Vegas. I'm super excited to meet y'all in Vegas. It's going to be incredible. We're going to be gambling. We're going to be going to the club. We're going to be going to restaurants, walking on the strip, and just having a good time. And I can't wait for that. So you just email me at WileyShowProductions@gmail.com, and we will let you know the hotel. Like tomorrow, I think I'm going to book my flight. I think I got to book my flight and get my hotel. So I'm going to get it out the way and have it done. So it's still enough time for you to save your money up and go. And I'm doing it for us. If 4 or 5 people show up, we just going to have a good time. So hopefully y'all come through and have a good time as well with us. And definitely that way. So wait a minute. And also too, sign up for the text list. If you're not on our text list, sign up. Text Wiley to 534-4939. Text Wiley to 888-534-4939, and you will get your notifications. I had got an email from a person. They said, it's funny how I'm seeing your notifications now that I signed up for your text list. Like YouTube are sending a notification. So make sure y'all signed up. And so when I'm out and about, I can just send a blast text, So yeah, so probably following through with your meet and greet. Yes, I'm definitely doing it. I saw that Storm had a meet and greet. And it was great. It looked like it was a good crowd of people that came. Shout out to Cynthia G. He had a meet and greet, I think in Charlotte. Where did he have a meet and greet? Was it in Charlotte? Y'all let me know. And so that was great. So I just want to meet my people, man. I just want to meet my people. I was gonna go to Lovely T meet and greet, but I had got an email said I wasn't invited. So she did email me back and said I wasn't invited. So I will not be at Lovely T meet and greet. I could just show up and just get thrown out by security, get some ratings, but I'm not going to do that. She will be in Atlanta, but I'm not welcome to come to her meet and greet. From my understanding, I am not welcome to come. Oh man. Let me stop. No, I didn't get no email. I believe I'm welcome. I haven't got no ticket to her live podcast taping and stuff like that. I haven't got no ticket or something like that. I didn't get no email. Because if I put that out there, they're gonna be like, why would you go to the meet and greet? I'm surprised that So she having a taping for her podcast. The Lovely T have you blocked? I am blocked, so I'm not gonna go if I'm blocked. No, she did not say I'm not welcome. But she do have me blocked on Instagram and on YouTube. And I don't know why she have me blocked. I really don't. Like, Nick at Night unblocked me. So me and Nick at Night, we're good. So I don't know. I'm going to send Lovely T an email and ask her to unblock me, because I remember Storm Monroe had me blocked for a while and he unblocked me. So I'm going to send her an email. So if somebody can please email me something that I should email Lovely T, something nice, like, dear Lovely T, this is Wiley from the Wiley Show. Can you unblock me? You are one of my favorite content creators. Something nice. So she can unblock me. Lovely T, if you're listening, can you please unblock me? Can you please unblock me? But I think she blocked me because I had Tasha on my platform and I was blocked. Baby, she blocked me so fast after Tasha came on our platform. I was blocked from Lovely T. If you're listening, can you unblock me? If you're listening, can you unblock? She love blocking people, probably why. Can you please unblock me? Let me stop. But they gonna do that. Exactly. Tracy tax. Okay. Who love black people? Leave her voice though. Tell her you I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Y'all trying to get me thrown in jail. I am not going there tearing up nothing. Because she said she's going to have off-duty police officers. She says she's going to have off-duty police officers and security there. But I do have a producer that says she's going to go. So I do have a producer. So I said, give me some footage so I can post if something go down. But I do have a producer. We're going to remain anonymous. That will be in the building for our meeting up with Lovely T. Thank y'all so very much for that. She's going to double block you now. But hey, thank y'all so very much, and we will see y'all in the next live. Thank y'all so very much. I can't leave her voice though. I think I'm blocked on it. Let me see if I'm blocked on Instagram. Let me double check. Let me see if I'm blocked on her Instagram. Let me see if I'm blocked on her Instagram. Let me see if I'm blocked. Yeah, I'm blocked on her Instagram. I'm blocked on her Instagram. Yeah, I'm blocked. Oh man, I'm blocked on her Instagram. Like I would catch the replay. I'm tempted to sign up. Did anyone see Tasha K skit? It was funny. I saw. Yes, I did watch her. That skit was funny. But we thank y'all so very much. Yeah, I was blocked, but I'm okay. Let me go. Thank y'all so very much. Make sure y'all catch the replay. Leave us a comment. We will see y'all in the next live. Make sure y'all subscribe. Thank y'all so very much for tuning in. Until next time, we'll see y'all this week. Peace.